It's different when the cameras are actually on. All right. I am on set at Feminine Funk at 1 Moreland Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here with the owner, Nicole. What should I say?
Grier.
Nicole Grier. And I wanted to just do an interview because we met a while ago and it was just cool. I just like the whole setup. I like the brand itself, and I want to get to this point one day. So I figured it was a good conversation.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I want to ask, what made you start your brand?
So when I started about like 9 years ago, and there was a lack in T-shirts for curvy girls, plus size girls, full figured women, whatever you want to call us. And I decided to create a brand that celebrated women in their curves and all their greatness, and so I created Feminine Funk.
Right. So how do you come up with your designs? Because I've seen some of them. And I've seen a lot of them actually.
Yeah.
And some of them are orthodox.
Yeah.
But I like them though. I still like them.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with them?
Honestly, I'm inspired by many things. It's like any type of art, I would say, is inspired by many things. Because my clients are typically like my shirts, like they're unorthodox. So I just come up with like crazy things.
Just cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where did you work before you started your business?
So I had many jobs before, but I would say my jobs that like brought in money, and
what was the
I had benefits and stuff like that.
What was the last one before you?
Okay, so the last one was I worked at a nonprofit.
Yeah. And
I was a support specialist, and what I did was I would go out to people's homes, like women who just had babies and new mothers and things like that, and I would like offer them resources, like if they were having issues, like let's say breastfeeding or something, I would provide them with resources to help them. So
what made you leave?
I had my last daughter, and then I decided that I wanted to work on myself. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that for sure.
Yeah.
How long did you have your brand before you had a physical store to sell out of?
So, I literally just opened the storefront 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. So September 2020. So I literally, like, I've had it for like a year and a half.
Right.
So before that, I was working in our garage. Like everything was done in our garage for the most part. All online.
Right.
Yep. And so yeah, and then we moved to a store.
So how long has the brand been a thing in general?
For about 9-10 years.
Damn. That's a long time.
It is, right? It doesn't seem that long. It's crazy, but it like time has passed.
Right.
But we've been online for that many years. Still online.
So has owning a physical store like actually helped with sales?
I think so, because a lot of times driving down Moreland, people are like, "What is that?" Because I don't have any type of. It's not Feminine Funk like T-shirts for women. It just says Feminine Funk, so people want to know what that is. It draws people in, and so yeah, it's definitely increased in sales.
Do you get more sales out of here or still on?
I would say online.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean,
Yeah,
you reach more people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so.
For sure. So, do you create everything yourself?
So I come up with all the sayings myself.
Right.
For the most part. Sometimes I have input from other people. But as far as the t-shirts being made, I have them made. A screen printer here in Atlanta does them for me.
So you don't do them all?
No.
But have you? Like you used to make
like
them?
Screen print them and stuff?
No, did you used to make the shirts, like actually heat press them down or anything?
No.
So you had a screen printer since the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we started with a screen printer.
Because I still do the actual shirts. Like I still make them myself.
So we can talk off air because I'm curious.
We can talk about it.
Oh, okay. So like, what do you do? Like, when you say you make them, meaning like, what is your process?
I mean, I'm an embroiderer. So I embroider stuff like onto products. And
Oh,
I sell
okay.
it like that. Even the shirt I have on, I used to.
Oh, well, we got to talk. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Have you ever gotten an order that's so big that it was past your capabilities? And do you do wholesale? That's the question.
Okay, so I don't do wholesale.
Will you?
I'm going to be honest. My shirts are, I don't know if there's if it was a specialty store or something like that. I have a big brand store has reached out to me before and wanted to carry my stuff wholesale. And I like having the control of my products. I like putting anything out. I don't want to water anything down. And the store that was reaching out, I could see that happening. And so I decided not to.
So they were like asking you to change the sayings or something?
They weren't asking me to change the sayings, but I know just based on what they carry in their store. I mean, some of my product, not all of my products are like crazy, but I'm just saying like I like out of the box stuff. I don't want to be like in a box. So I just didn't think my brand fit in that store.
How about this? You make a collection that's specifically just for wholesale.
I've thought about that.
And then just wholesaling those. And then anything else they come inside of your store to come get.
That's a possibility. I wouldn't mind that. But I kind of like where I am now.
Yeah.
Just like doing my own thing, and I just like where I am. I mean, I don't feel like everyone's end goal is to like be in a big box store. You know what I'm saying?
So what is your goal?
Just to keep creating.
Yeah.
And just to probably, if anything, put stores in different locations. Like I can see a New York, I can see a Cali.
So you want a franchise?
Possibly.
So you would sell franchises to people?
Well, I haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know if I would actually franchise or just put different stores
that you still run.
Right.
That you still
that
run.
I still run. Yeah. Still thinking about it.
So what are some of the issues you faced when you started to now? Like owning a business, like what are some of the issues you ran into trying to start and actually get to where you are?
I would say, can we cut?
Yeah, we cut.
Okay. I don't know. What are some of the issues? Hold on, let me think real quick. Like in terms of what though? Like,
okay, I can explain some of my issues.
Okay.
So when I started my brand, it grew to a point where I couldn't afford it anymore. So I had to close it for a while just so I could get my money back together. And that was one of the issues I ran into running my brand. When
you say you couldn't afford it though, meaning what?
I was spending too much on marketing and not making enough back.
Got it.
Yeah, I was spending way too much on trying to push it. It wasn't making enough money back.
I think that definitely, that makes sense. I feel like we have been through that as well. Why? And it's important to have like a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Someone who's, monitoring your book so you can see where you're spending the most money and where you can cut back on. I would also say hiring people that you trust. Yeah. Probably I would say would be an issue. My business is mainly family.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, when I started, I didn't have anyone to help me.
Yeah.
I mean, I had people that were willing to help me, but I didn't have them help me.
And it's a lot.
To do it myself.
Yeah, and it's a lot, like running a business, starting a business, like even the research that goes into it. It could be a lot because you could be up all day, all night, like watching stuff.
The process of making a product is a lot more difficult than people try to make it seem like it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
Was that question answered?
That was answered. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't say your issues.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't feel like I gave an issue.
Related to it, which is like, it's still technically an answer because you can relate to what he
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
Because watch me go home and think of like hella issues, like. But even like opening the store, like this ran smooth. Like I'm trying to think of something that like really affected the business, and I can't at this moment.
That's fine. We can come back to it. It'll probably come to you towards the end.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. So, in a recent episode of our show, we had a conversation about marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And we were speaking about like how it wasn't, marriage to men wasn't really necessarily beneficial to us, but we wanted
You
to.
said marriage to
men.
Okay.
That, like, this was our opinion, but we don't know. We none of us have been married or nothing, so it's like we were just speaking. So I wanted
you
to
said
ask,
marriage to men was not beneficial. No,
To
marriage
men.
is not beneficial
to men. Yes,
Why?
we
Or
said
how?
we said. Well, I'm gonna just say what I said. I'm not gonna say what everybody else said. You can just watch the episode. But I was basically saying that the incentive to get married for a man is not there. Like, it's important to be married if you're gonna be a mogul of something, but to a lot of people in regular life, it doesn't have a benefit. That's what I was saying, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all just speaking like, if we get a divorce, the man doesn't get anything. If someone
That's
cheats,
not true.
well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to ask you. Like, how important is marriage to you and your business itself?
Mm-hmm. Marriage is, I would say, very important
Right.
to me. I feel like being married to it depends on the partner that you choose. Like, you want to marry someone you should marry a person who wants what you want, in terms of, if you have goals, that person is supporting you. If you have dreams, that person is supporting you, and vice versa. And so for me, my husband has been very supportive, and that's why I said I would disagree, because I have also been very supportive. And I don't think my business could have grown maybe it could have, but he plays a huge role in it.
Right.
So I can see the benefits, and it's just having, they always say 2 heads is better than 1. You have the love aspect that goes into it. Your partner shouldn't want to do anything to hurt you. They should want to do everything to help you. And I don't think you should go into marriage. I mean, I guess you do have to think about divorce, but
You shouldn't be thinking too hard about the
No.
end of it if you're going to get
like,
married.
she's gonna take everything, and
But people think about that, especially people that are my age. Like, when it comes to marriage, a lot of people are just like, what's the point? Why am I getting married for?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I do that? That just doesn't make sense.
But I was your age. How old are you?
23.
I was your age when I got married. So I don't know, but you guys are different. Like, I ain't gonna tell how old I am, but
Were
yeah.
your parents married?
Yeah.
So you know about that because you grew up around married people.
Yeah.
But
Did you not have that example?
No,
Yeah.
a lot of us didn't.
Yeah.
A lot of people our age don't have that, so
Yeah.
we don't know how important marriage really can be and how
I think
beneficial.
that's true. That is true, because it's like, you got to have examples in front of you to like really see it.
And I think a lot of people just relate marriage to being in a relationship, and relationships are so easy to end. But I'm like, a marriage is not the same. It's just not. I mean, I have a different opinion about marriage now than I did when I had that conversation. But at the time, I was like, yeah, I agree. There's no point in getting married. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah,
But,
no, you're still young.
I mean, these days now, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of getting married these days, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's see. How is it working? You kind of answered that already. And did we already talk about the end goal of your brand? I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
We did speak about that. Okay. If you could start a different business, like not pertaining to feminine funk at all, what would you make?
I don't know if I would make anything. I think that I would probably be in real estate in
Right.
terms of like investing in properties and things like that.
Are you in it now?
No.
How come?
Just still learning, and I'm going to be. That was one of my goals for moving out here to Atlanta, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is something that we are looking into.
Okay. There's a lot of people that want to create their own brands. So what is the advice you would give someone that wanted to start their own brand? It doesn't necessarily have to be clothing, be any brand.
Yeah. I would say, first of all, research, and more research. I would say Definitely get a mentor, like in that specific area that you're looking into. And when I say mentor, it could even be like YouTube or like just like someone who's just into what you're into,
Right.
who knows a little bit more. Yeah, and I would say go for it. And I would say start where you are. Like you don't have to. I think that a lot of times we're intimidated. We don't start because we don't have like what we think we need. But a lot of times you can just start where you are. Like you don't have to have $1 million or 10,000 even. Like you could start with $100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you're doing. But yeah, that's what I would say. And don't give up once you do start.
I think to a degree, like I kind of did on mines, and I probably shouldn't have done that.
You did what?
I gave up on mines, and I probably shouldn't have done that.
But what made you give up though?
It was just
A lot.
I spent a lot of money, and I didn't have any more, and I had to go back to work, and I quit my job to do it. So it was like, I was like, I don't know. I just felt like I failed or something. So I was just like, let me just do something else. I mean, I was gonna do the podcast and stream and all that anyways, but I started focusing more on that.
But would you say that you gave up if you're actually doing it right now? Like, or did you just have to build your money back up?
Yeah, I had to close it just so I could pay for it, like so I could afford it.
So I would say, but you're back doing it though.
We relaunch April 15th.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So you didn't give up then? Like you probably had like a small hiatus or whatever and you went back at it.
I mean, for a minute though, I was really like, man, fuck this shit. Like,
yeah.
I'm over this. like
no, but you're
like for real.
No, but you know what though? That's real talk. Like it gets like that. Like even for me, there's times when I've wanted to.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like I know that I never will, but I'm just saying like I'm not gonna lie and say I don't have those thoughts sometimes. Yeah. Like where I'm like, fuck this shit. You know what I mean?
So how do you get out of it? How do you get out of that?
You gotta remember like why you started. Yeah. Like I come from California, right? And I moved to Atlanta like 3 years ago. And I came here like with a plan. Like I wanted a brick and mortar. I knew my customers were here, and I knew like there was just goals that I had. And so like me giving up now, why come this far to give up? You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for so long. So
do you mentor anyone? Do I mentor anyone? I do. Yeah. Okay.
I have a couple people that I mentor.
You taking more? No, I'm being real. I'm being real.
We can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually think that's all of them.
That's everything?
I think so.
Up is up, down is down. Scroll.
I know, bro. No. How has being a black female entrepreneur affected you and your business?
I think that being a black female entrepreneur has affected me because it pushes me like harder. Because I know that there was a time where women in my position weren't able to do what I'm doing, and so it inspires me. I feel like black women are the best to do it, and so. It just pushes me to want to do and to like make my ancestors proud and make little girls that are watching me proud.
Right.
And little boys,
Yeah, I think that was the last one. I'm trying to think of like just
any other questions?
Random conversation to actually bring up.
How long are your average podcasts? Or what do you call this? Podcast?
This is an interview.
Okay. How long are your average?
Our first interview was like half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but I feel like everything was condensed into a spot where it was like we got the main points, but I want to talk about more stuff.
Yeah. Whatever you want to ask.
You got any questions for him?
Oh, so yeah, I do actually. So like, what are your goals? And like, what do you, like you asked me like, what's my end goal? What's your end goal? Like, where do you see yourself?
I want to build a community, like, an actual like a community of houses that run off complete solar power and hydropower. So like everything that I do is supposed to be a stepping stone to get to that amount of money. So like I already know how much it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost a lot. hundreds of millions. So I have to do a bunch of stuff to make it to that point. And that's where I want to be for real. But I mean, I don't know why I do what I do, but I just want better for my life, better for my people. And I like creating. I love creating stuff. So this is where
I do too.
Yeah, this is where my life normally goes. How do you meet your models?
How do I meet my? Well, that's funny that you asked. So there's like everywhere. Like there's models that I've met on Instagram.
Right.
Of course, I scouted a few. I see a girl that she may not be like, she doesn't have to be dressed to the T, whatever. I can see her potential.
Yeah.
I have a good eye for that, and just go up to her and ask her if she's interested. And most times they say yeah. Sometimes I'm looked at weird because it's like, which I don't blame. We live in a society where it's like, there's a lot of things going on. So someone comes up to you and they're like, "Can you model for me?" They're like, "What? Who are you?" So
I mean, but it shouldn't matter if they see you. That's a compliment on its own.
It is, but women have to be careful these days because you don't know what you're getting into.
I think it's harder for men to go up to women and ask them, can they model? Because there's so many weirdos.
Yeah, but a lot of times it's the women who are like recruiting for these weirdo men. So it's like you just have to be careful all the way around. Like, you just gotta be careful. So, but yeah, I would say those are the ways, by scouting. Oh, and then they reach out to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we can end it there, actually.
Yeah, and if you guys want to do like some B-roll of like the stuff, because I'm sure that will add time to it, a little time to it too. Yeah, because I feel like you should even do like, if you guys want to do like outside as well. Yeah,
I think we could shoot a few things before we leave, like just kind of touring the store. And I did want to go through your process still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I still wanted to go through like your process from start to finish.
Okay.
Like, and that could be a part of it as well. Yeah, I think that could be a cool wrap up, and it'll be
like, I have to print. I was gonna print like an order so you could see.
Yeah.
When you say, "Oh, I do have it's a little printer though."
Like a label printer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you asked if I had a printer.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a big printer, but I do have a little label printer. You probably don't need it now.
Right. But I want
but should I just do that? Like, I could show you, like, I can print the order and just like pull the order from the back and like show you how I do it.
Oh yeah, and I want to do like a little skit for your show.
You want to do a skit?
Yeah, like we could do like a little. I'm gonna give me the 99 problems curves ain't one shirt, or something. I don't know. We could do something. I think it'll be dope. Since we in here, we could do like a little pilot for the show.
Yeah. No, I want to do something like weekly, like have a schedule. I don't know exactly what yet.
You closed on Monday. You closed on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me close the show out.
Oh shit.
No, you're good. Let me close it. You still on me? Hey, that was KAFE KEYDOOR, episode 15?
Yeah, it's 15.
Interview with Nicole Grier, Feminine Funk, 1 Moreland Avenue.
Super influential.
Yeah, that actually messes with your brand. Like, they want to just do it off pro bono. They're not asking for nothing extra. They just want to do it because they mess with who you are.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull an order. Actually. Oh, are you? Never mind. I need to make sure that this is here. Hold on, really quick.
But that's raw though. Like people know it's not gonna be super crazy fixed up every time you come into the store, as long as it get done right.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want. And so
like this isn't even dirty. You just think it's dirty. It's cool.
You should see the back of our store at Lowe's, man. It's ridiculous.
Look at our studio sometimes.
This person ordered a 2X Let That Shit Go. I'm pulling it from here, the Let That Shit Go pile.
Right.
And typically what happens is I come here grab a bag, and I go to fulfill it.
Right. I'm gonna let you back out, Mike.
Watch your step, champ.
I'm gonna come back on this side. Yep.
I'm just trying to clear out my way. So I have. And if you can, like, not get their name.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can edit it out.
Okay.
Even if you do.
Okay. And so, I have a process in for which I gotta get my tag done. Hold on real quick.
Man, when I used to do this, I used to do pre-orders. So like, I would have to make them. I would have to make them on the spot. So just just having an inventory.
Yeah.
Man, that just changes the game. It just changes the game. So I had no inventory. And one time I got like 10 orders at a time. That was a lot of orders because the embroidery machine takes so long.
Oh.
Yeah. So if I had like a backlog of them, it would have been a whole lot easier. Cause when I got orders, oh my God, it was not this fast. It was not this fast.
I mean, you know, sometimes it really just go. It depends on like if I drop a new collection, right?
Right.
Like sometimes we're working like around the clock fulfilling orders. Dang, I forgot my
But just imagine you have to make them as well.
Yeah.
You gotta fulfill them and create them all at the same time. Hold on, bro. I gotta get the logo on the screen, bro. Come on. But we use the same poly mailers too. I gotta bring you one of my orders.
Yeah.
Sure.
You should have brought one.
I didn't have one ready. You know, I gotta make it straight up.
So this is how we mail out all of our teas. And we just throw it in the bag. We put in your packing slip with some social media info, and that's it.
Was that like itemized receipt?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get your stuff from Sticker Mule?
I've used them before, yes.
Oh,
But there's actually a dude out here in Atlanta.
that makes them.
Uh-huh.
I need to talk to him.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like that. Slap the label on and voila. And off to the post office we go. So I only process one. I have a lot of orders to process actually. But yeah, I have a girl who comes in and helps me do that.
I could do it.
To process orders?
I've done it for a while. I've done it for a while myself.
Oh yeah? Okay. So what does your typical day look like?
I mean, I just focus on making content now. So like I stream 5 times a week, and I take 2 days I take Sunday to chill.
So when you stream, is that the gaming part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even YouTube or anything.
So do you play, it's like you're playing a game?
Yeah.
What games do you play?
Mainly right now I'm playing Minecraft, but I play everything.
Oh, okay.
Mostly. I play anything that I want to play at the time. And then I go to work 5 days a week, and I stream on those same
Like you
days.
actually have a 9 to 5 job?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
what
work
do
at
you do?
Amazon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I do that full time, but even still, I got content to make. So
Yeah.
on Mondays we shoot KAFE KEYDOOR. Tuesdays I stream. Wednesdays I stream, and Sunday I try to make time for family, friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
At least.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Well, that's an order. That's a wrap.